You ever get that sinking feeling when payday hits, and then 2 days later you're staring at your bank app like, wait, where did it all go? You're working hard, the paycheck looks decent, but somehow it feels like you running on a treadmill, moving fast, but not actually getting anywhere. That's literally me, and probably you too. And here's the kicker. It's not your salary that's the problem. It's three other numbers that quietly decide whether you'll ever feel financially secure. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about how people actually build wealth, not just earn it. If you're someone who feels like you're working hard, making okay money, but still not seeing progress, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Here's the thing. Most people think their salary is the single most important number in their financial life. It's not. In fact, your salary is one of the least reliable indicators of whether you'll ever feel financially secure. Because what really matters are three numbers that almost nobody talks about, and they matter way more than your paycheck. Number one, your savings rate. This is the percentage of your income you actually keep. If you make $80,000 a year but save 5%, that's $4,000. If you make $50,000 but save 20%, that's $10,000. See the difference? The lower salary person is actually building wealth faster. Let's say you save 20% of $50,000 for 10 years. That's $100,000 saved. Compare that to someone making $80,000 but saving only 5%. They end up with $40,000. Salary doesn't matter. Savings rate does. Why is this so hard? Because spending feels good. Saving feels like deprivation. But here's what most people don't realize. Saving is buying freedom. Every dollar saved is a vote for your future self. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, I can't save 20%. My rent, my bills, my kids, it's impossible. Look, I get it. But here's the truth. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a lifestyle problem. If you can save even 10%, you're already ahead of the majority of Americans, who save less than 5% on average. I had a friend making $120,000 a year, looked rich, but he leased a luxury car, had $60,000 in student loans, and zero investments. Net worth? Negative. Meanwhile, another friend made $55,000, lived modestly, saved 25%, invested consistently. 10 years later, he had $200,000 net worth and $500 a month in passive income. Who's actually winning? The second guy. Number two, your net worth. This is the scoreboard of your financial life. It's assets minus liabilities. Salary is just the inflow. Net worth tells you if you're actually keeping score. According to the Federal Reserve, the median net worth for Americans under 35 is just $13,900. For ages 35 to 44, it's $91,300. But here's the kicker. Plenty of six-figure earners have negative net worth because of debt. Think of salary like calories. Net worth is your body fat percentage. You can eat a ton, but if you're storing it all in the wrong places, you're not healthy. Now, you might be thinking, but Nick, I don't have investments yet, so my net worth doesn't matter. Wrong. Even if you're just starting, tracking net worth forces you to see the truth. Debt drags you down, assets lift you up. I once coached someone who made $95,000 a year. Looked solid, but when we calculated net worth, it was negative $20,000. Why? Credit card debt, car loans, student loans. Meanwhile, another person making $60,000 had a paid-off car, no debt, and $50,000 invested. Net worth positive. Salary didn't matter. Net worth did. Number three, your passive income. This is money that shows up whether you work or not. Dividends, rental income, royalties, side hustles that run without you. Passive income is the number that eventually replaces your salary. If you have $300,000 invested in an index fund yielding 4%, that's $12,000 a year. That's $1,000 a month showing up without you lifting a finger. Compare that to a $100,000 salary that disappears the second you stop working. Here's what most people don't realize. Passive income changes your relationship with work. Suddenly, you're not desperate for every paycheck. You have leverage. You can say no. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, passive income is a scam. I don't have $300,000 lying around. Look, I'm not saying you'll get rich overnight. But even $100 a month in dividends changes your mindset. It proves money can work for you. I knew a guy who started with $5,000 in a dividend ETF. First year, he made $200. Not life-changing, but he reinvested. 10 years later, it was $40,000, generating $1,600 a year. That's a month of rent covered. Passive income grows quietly. Then suddenly it matters more than your salary. So here's where it gets really interesting. If you focus on these three numbers, savings rate, net worth, passive income, your salary becomes almost irrelevant. I've seen people making $45,000 a year retire earlier than people making $150,000. Why? Because they manage their numbers, not their ego. The shocking truth is that your salary is just a vanity metric. It looks good on paper, but it doesn't guarantee freedom. These three numbers do. Actionable steps: track your savings rate. Download a free budget app. Calculate your percentage saved each month. Aim for 20% minimum. Calculate your net worth. List every asset, cash, investments, property, and subtract every liability, loans, credit cards. Update monthly. Build passive income streams. Start small. Invest in index funds. Try a side hustle that scales. Reinvest dividends. Think about it like fitness. Salary is how many calories you eat. Savings rate is how many you burn. Net worth is your body composition. Passive income is your metabolism. If you only focus on calories, you miss the bigger picture. Same with money. Here's what most people don't realize. The average millionaire in America didn't earn a massive salary. According to studies, most millionaires are teachers, engineers, small business owners. They built wealth by saving consistently, tracking net worth, and building passive income streams. Salary was just the starting point. Look, your salary is just the headline. The real story is written in your savings rate, your net worth, and your passive income. If you master those three numbers, you'll stop feeling like money controls you and start feeling like you control money. So don't just chase a bigger paycheck. Chase freedom. And if this video helped you, hit subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let's keep building wealth the smart way.